So we're running the generator, so I hope that's not too loud in the background, but that's how we get our power, and that's how you get to see us. They do get to see our mess back there in the back, though, too.
Mama.
But here's my I really care about it face.
That's not helpful.
Oh. Look,
Oh,
I'm new!
She's new. I'm not new today.
Yeah, but I didn't get injured today.
I thought we weren't talking about that. I thought we were just going to show them the video.
But when you throw me under the bus. Who else do we got? Alicia. Oh, the brother's here. Guess we won't tell stories about him.
No. Mary.
All of our usual suspects are here.
Mary Haynes.
KJ Hastings is here. Mary's here. Yay. Kelly's here.
Oh,
Kelly, did you enjoy the message that we left for you? Have you listened to it?
Is anyone else having buffering? We got a couple of buffers.
Well, that's rude.
Bob and Tiffany.
If they're not buffing my floor, then that's rude. We're not buffering.
Vicky's buffering.
We are not buffering because that phone would be buffering.
Hi, Mama.
Hi, Mama.
Oh, weird, because it looks clear on my end, on our end.
So it's, oh, I'm going to live chat. It was on. Simon with 50 Shades of Green.
Simon, you made it. Hello, hello.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so I guess we're not talking about what we did today. We did stuff today, and my entire body hurts. Can we just say that?
Yeah, I about knocked myself out today. Went down to turn off the wood splitter and smacked my eyeball into the corner of the part that actually holds the wood that fall into that, and man, I saw stars. I got lightheaded.
It like swelled up like a bee stung her, like right there. You know, just like right in the one spot because it was a corner hit, right?
Uh-huh.
It was like this little tiny bump right there.
And there's a round purple circle.
Hi, Don B. You made it. Welcome. Tiffany is here. Everybody behave. Tiffany and Robert are here. And Kelly, and they all have the tool of death if you misbehave. Colleen, no problem. That's fine. Our friend Carrie, who her goats used to be up here, so she actually lives close to us, and her wood splitter was out, and we were able to get to it real easy, and so it was real close. We ended up getting a full truck full split, but we have a bunch more rounds that we have to go do tomorrow. So
my brother's trying to throw me under the bus.
What? Tell the story about the chickens growing up. Gosh, I think we've already told that story.
Yes,
probably a couple of times, which means that you have not been hanging out
and watching.
And I'm the sister you never wanted, and will throw you under the bus.
I'm not posing for the selfie. So my phone loses service except for over here.
So funny thing, she was sitting over here and I'm sitting across from her in a chair, right? And she kept doing that, and I was like thinking the same exact thing, but I'm like, no, it's because like every time she do it, I'm like, how many pictures are you gonna take? But but then I'm like, oh no, it's just because we have terrible service. We have really good service right here. Windows, and sometimes in the living room has really good service.
Yeah.
So we can see her black eye. I'm a new one here, Josh says. Oh, Kelly says, these girls can sing, FYI.
Heather more so.
So, a funny story. We called Kelly because we were excited. We were super excited about Kimmy's channel. Throw it out there.
Yeah. So, guys, I have gone up to, I got to pull it up. I'm at now 952 subs.
What? That means you've gone up like 75 subscribers.
Something like that.
From this last video that went out.
And I have 2.6 thousand views on it. So
it's amazing.
I'm happy.
Hers is doing really good. I'm super excited about that. Yeah. So, and then your hours are doing real well.
Yes, I am. Sorry, I got a little warm. I'm sitting in front of the wood stove. I now am right at about 800 hours, and then at that point,
3,800.
No, I mean 800 left.
Oh, you have 800 left. Okay.
I have about 800 left, and at that point, then
As long as you have the 1,000.
I have both of those, then I hopefully will be monetized.
Then she'll be putting out good videos, you guys.
Then I'll be making 11 cents a month, which totally is fine with me. It's totally fine.
You're not going to be buying a plane?
Not with 11 cents. Yeah, ours should be going up. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know. My last video was less than 7 minutes long, so I'm getting a lot of views, but it takes a lot of views to actually make.
But see, so that's where, for those of you that have channels, that's where these short videos, like, you get to get in there, wow power. They subscribe, and then later on you can start doing longer videos. But it makes it really hard for the hours, and that's why they do a lot of lives.
So if you're not yet subscribed, I challenge you to subscribe and watch and all those things.
So
thank you, Tiffany, for throwing the link.
I want to throw something out really first because I know people stop watching after like the 9-minute mark because they don't think we're hilarious, and we are. So I think we're starting a book of the month club. This is our book that we are going to read. And actually, Marissa Avery is one of our subscribers' daughters. She sent us this book during the summer, and we just have no time for anything. We barely breathe. So,
The Fate of the Future.
The Fate of the Future. Now, she signed our copy, so we have a signed copy. Kimmy can see better than I can, so she's going to read the back, tell you what it's about. But you can go on Amazon and purchase this book, and it supports Marissa, who I can't remember how old she is.
I think she was 17 when she wrote it.
Yeah, so how cool is that?
It's so cool. Athena, a young traveler, spends her days roaming the planet exploring amazing parts of the world. But one day when a message arrives from her long ago friend Zeus, who she hasn't seen or heard from in years, Athena sets out to meet him. However, when she starts having memories she does not recall and mysterious abilities she didn't know she had, she begins to wonder if there's an explanation for these strange things happening to her. When she and Zeus go off to find an answer, they meet a lot of strange creatures and individuals, including one who may be to blame for what is happening. To Athena, she has a feeling that it will change her life, maybe even her friendship forever.
I think that sounds like super exciting to read. It's going to be fun.
Could not read the title. It is The Fate of the Future.
So we'll actually pull up the Amazon link and put it in pretty much all of our videos from here on out. We're trying to set up our Amazon link that gives us a tiny bit of kickback. I had it set up. For some reason it's not anymore. But we'll definitely put this under the next. But The Fate of the Future by Marissa Avery, Avery. And this is book 1, and it's the Chronicles of, I don't know how to pronounce that, Fumahoya?
Book 1.
Book 1. So there's going to be more, it sounds like. So I don't know if Kim, her mom, is on here or not, but
16 she wrote the book.
16.
Yeah.
How amazing is that?
That is talent.
And that really is talent. That's exciting. And it just sounds super interesting. So, we're going to read it. You guys will have to let us know when you get one.
Interesting note, and it has nothing to do with any of this, but my grandma wrote a book, and it's called Pigs Are People, and it talks about her growing up on a farm.
Really?
Back in the day when there was, like, nothing.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't raise it, you didn't eat it.
Right, and they didn't have, like, electricity or any of that. I mean, like, it was pretty cool.
We should look for that book. They may still have it.
I know,
Mary Haynes said to sub and keep rewatching her 4-hour video. Let's get her there.
Mary,
that's awesome.
You have been like such a huge supporter in that. I know a lot of you guys have. Tiffany also, Syl also. And if I didn't say your name, it's not that I don't recognize it, but these are the people that are a little more verbal or having competitions. So I greatly, greatly appreciate it.
Yep. Colleen says it sounds very interesting. It really does.
It does.
We've actually had it in the truck because Kira was going to read it while we were tooling around, and then she just didn't get to it. And then I pulled it out, and I'm like, okay, we need to read this.
Yeah.
So that's the first book of our Book of the Month Club.
So anyone got any questions you want to throw out there?
Make sure you throw out your questions in bold. We will try to answer all of them.
Bob suggests a book for us, for you.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I was ignoring him.
I love it. That's so funny.
Oh my goodness, Vicky watched your 4-hour video 3 times.
You
are so sick of us.
Tired of seeing the face? Yeah.
I have to say that was the first time in a long time that I've stayed up to bring in the new year, and it was a lot of fun. Kelly says she could. I'm gonna set up our Amazon affiliate tomorrow. I'm gonna fix mine, and then I'll share it.
But thank you, honey.
That's sweet. I appreciate it. So what I'll do on the community page, I'll put the link for it on the community page. Yeah.
Cool. Marissa, honey, we're excited to read the book.
We are. We're super excited.
And I'm a reader. I'm more of a reader on a digital, but I'm going to look
I wonder if it's on
Kindle and see if, let's do it.
Let's look on Kindle right now.
I am on it.
KJ Hastings said she saw the bullying video. Very good. Noticed you dressed up a bit. First time with lipstick and no sawdust in the hair. You work hard, but clean up well. Thank you so much. That's really sweet. We did actually, we shower on Sundays.
So our hair still was clean.
Was still clean.
And honestly, we both, like, you know, your hair gets into everything and everything gets into your hair. So we kind of bun it up on top of your head to keep it out of the way. And basically, we just took it down right beforehand and brushed it. That's it.
Well, yeah, because when I'm feeding the fireplace, I've actually smelled my hair burning. So now I keep it back all the time, pretty much. Let's see. Kelly said, okay, so if you order it, it'll be here around the 16th is what it's telling me. Oh, awesome, Kelly. It's not on Kindle, she said. Robert, I know. So, okay, I have Mary Kay makeup, and I found this lip liner pencil that I didn't realize was in my stuff of makeup of theirs, and I tried it, but it's a stain. So it was so much more bolder than what I normally wear. Whatever, but so it was a little crazy for me. But it was a stain, so I couldn't get it off unless I took all my makeup off, which wasn't a lot, but still. Tiffany says, some people would call me a slacker if they knew how many times I was your guys' videos. What you watched, I'm assuming your guys' video.
Oh, a stalker?
A stalker, okay.
Get you.
What's for supper? Well, we went and picked up a hamburger with tater tots, and then I heated up my tater tots and put stuff on them and made the loaded tater tots and ate those.
Yeah, so we didn't really, I didn't eat any breakfast or anything, and so when we went and did all this digging out snow to get to the logs, and then all the log splitting and log loading and all that stuff, so we were both like exhausted, no energy, so we had to grab something. So
hi, Jody.
Pretty much that's all we're having today.
Yeah, I definitely want to go back on keto. I feel terrible. We're actually thinking about doing some shorts and just doing shorts on our food stuff. Tater tots, ketchup, or fry sauce. So it had fry sauce on the bottom that I spread in a gourmet style across my plate. And then I put the tater tots that had melted Velveeta cheese and bacon bits and what I call sprinkle cheese, but is shredded cheese. I heated it up and melted in the pan, and then I put that on top.
My choice always is fry sauce. In fact, when Heather and I, we've been friends a really, really long time, as most of you guys know. I went to visit her in Texas once, and actually I was pregnant at the time, and we went to the bowling alley, and we went bowling, and I asked for fry sauce, and they didn't have it, and of course I got a little grumpy.
Yeah.
And she's like, not everywhere has it, and you need to stop being so darn grumpy.
So Kathy says, Kimmy would love to hear you read your grandmother's book on the channel.
I'm
a
Marissa.
chapter at a time.
That would be awesome. I'll have to see if I can get another copy of it. I'm not sure where it ended up, but I did read the whole thing, and it was really cool to hear of like her story from the back
Marissa
day.
Camperbean, hi, how are you? Tiffany wants to know what fry sauce is. See, they don't have it in the South.
So fry sauce, I guess, I mean, I grew up in Idaho, and we've always had it, but it's mayonnaise and ketchup and then different things mixed together. So some people make it mayonnaise, ketchup, and a little horseradish. Or some people put a little barbecue mayonnaise and ketchup. And it's basically, it's just a sauce of different things that you like, and then you dip your fries in it.
She said fancy sauce is what we call that. Didn't know that they sell that.
Yeah.
Little House in the Big Woods is here. How are you? KJ Hastings, always buy the block cheese versus pre-shred it or shred yourself. They put a chemical on shredded cheese and it totally changes the flavor and the consistency. You're right.
I agree.
You're absolutely right. Since we've been tiny space living, we do not have any counter space. So we've taken to buying things kind of pre-done, like the cheese
Things that are easier.
because you just don't have the space for it, and the time. That's also been a thing that's been an issue. I cannot wait for at least half of this kitchen to be done. Like one side done would be great.
So y'all, we've been like super excited working on the bathroom plans.
Yes,
And we're like so excited about, what we kind of have come up with.
So we're actually, it's a very small bathroom. It was going to be 5 by 5, but I think now it's almost a 4 by 5.
Yeah,
4.5
the
by
hallway
5.
was too narrow. You'd have to walk down sideways.
Well, by the time we finished putting everything on, like the wall, the shiplap and all that kind of stuff on both sides, and a sliding door in the bathroom, it really would have just been a squeeze to get down there, and that's something that we just don't want. So I've been looking at Pinterest, searching for different things. There was a couple things that we wanted to do, but it was like, I just don't think that's going to be. Now, this is only going to have gray water in it. We have composting toilets, so there's no black water going out here. So, are you going into the living room area?
I can.
Can you grab that little fan? Because I'm having a hot flash.
Okay.
Guys, it's rude.
I just need a drink.
So, I know, where is Anna? Still, we will have an outhouse. We had somebody volunteer to come up here and do that for us.
By the name of Syl.
Sir.
By the name of Syl.
Robert's going to buy a food truck and move it onto the mountain. Back to food talk, right, Kelly? So we've been trying to figure out a few different things. We've got a really cool sink. I'm not going to tell you about it. We've got a really cool sink that we're going to do. Both the sinks, the kitchen sink and the bathroom sink, they're going to be phenomenal. I'm really excited about doing those. I got to put my hair up, you guys. I'm dying. Apparently going to have...
Her fan is right next to you.
No, but I'm dying.
Well, maybe she's exaggerating. She's dying.
I'm not exaggerating. I don't do that.
Never.
Ever.
And she doesn't talk a lot either.
Nope, I'm super shy and quiet.
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking about it the other day, and I was like, why don't we just make the whole bathroom a shower? And then there's a sink in there.
Which is funny because I was thinking that too. I was like, that would be so cool.
I feel like we talked about it a long time ago, and then it was like,
I like that idea.
But
I like my space. I don't like to be bumping my arms on the walls or the shower curtain. Or
that's the biggest issue with the shower in the RV.
There's Anna.
Hey Anna, you made it. That's a big issue with the one in the RV. Is it's super skinny. It's not bad as far as the length wise, but the width it's real thin. So you're whacking your elbows on everything like this. Get your showering done.
Really do.
And so we just don't want that. So we'll just marine grade stain everything that's wood in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that Trenton Alley did that with cedar planks in their shower in their RV, and apparently it held up really well. So that's what
I think it'll be great. I'm super excited about it.
Yeah. Pretty accepted. Penalty accepted, Bobbert. Tiffany threw out Kimmy's channel, so if you're not subscribed to hers, definitely go over and do that and take a friend with you. She's almost at her 1,000 subscribers.
KJ, the shower curtains you're talking about, they're terrible, but like I went to a hotel one day and all of a sudden they had the curved shower curtains and I was like, this is genius. Like,
yeah. Every single house that I've had, I have switched out those shower curtains.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing how much space, how much more you feel like you have.
Taking off my socks.
She is undressing.
Not that kind of channel, Kimmy.
We got Mr. Benton over here today. It was lovely to see him and work with him again.
Yes. They're just the best.
They really are.
I did not want to have to dig out. Okay, so we haven't really shown, or I don't know if we've even actually told you guys, but the snow load on the tool shed made it collapse. And what it kind of did was just lean over and fall. And we had a whole...
It did this.
we had one whole... Well, there was 2 rows, one on each side of those really nice heavy-duty shelves from Costco. Oh. And one of them is kind of holding it up and the other one just kind of fell. Well, my chainsaw's in there.
Yeah.
Everything is in there. We moved everything in there and then it fell. And our shed over the firewood collapsed too.
So not only were we down to less than a cord of wood, we were actually very nearly out.
Yeah.
But then it made it nearly impossible to get in there. Heather had to crawl in and it wasn't very safe.
I'd have to put my knee pads on. And Kimberly's like, do you want me to record this? And I said, no, because Robert with Safety Sally will get on to me about this being super dangerous.
It's funny when we did the video on the cyberbullying, and she was talking about using tools for things that they're not really made for or using the wrong tools. I almost threw out there the drill as a hammer.
You guys, it is such a serious topic, but I really wish that we could have put the bloopers in.
Oh, same.
Because, I'm sorry, but we're hilarious. And so without trying to be hilarious, we were being hilarious. Through. Oh, I found a toy. And we're like, what is happening here?
And it was so funny. As she's editing, she's like, hee, hee, hee.
I was like, why? Why can't we put the bloopers? That would be rude.
And then the same thing happened to me. So the goats were, of course, knocking the camera over, broke the tripod. But then Bud decided to climb almost on the tree and then throw his head backwards into the camera frame. So all you see all of a sudden is a backwards head, like, hi. And he did that like 3 or 4 times. And I was like, oh, I'm so sad because I kept cracking up. I'm like, I have to retake this. I have to be more serious.
Tiffany said, record it next time. I need a laugh.
I'm going to save, actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to save all my bloopers for the month and then do a monthly blooper reel. Yeah. So that's what I think.
We both might end up doing that.
Yeah.
Or I'll just do one at least every 6 months. It might be an hour long.
Then I would say every 6 weeks because like we do a lot of bloopers.
We do.
But yeah, I was thinking I'll do a blooper reel and so you guys can see all that.
It's just hilarious. Do you think it broke your tools or just trapped them? Anna asked. I don't know. It's really dangerous to go in. I'm definitely praying that things are not broken because there's some really good things, expensive things on that shelf. So we have kind of just digging snow off of it, and then I don't really know how we're.
And honestly, the reason we haven't dug snow off of it as it is right now is because of some shoulder issues that we're both dealing with. So we're trying to give them a break and give them some time to heal because we have a barn to go up. So
right,
you know, we're just kind of trying to take it easy.
Tiffany said, hopefully just trapped as long as she doesn't leave it long in the snow. It should be okay, hopefully. The biggest issue will be things that have fallen and broken because they've fallen. But the big issue is we have nowhere else to put tools. There is no building out here to put that stuff. So we could put it in totes, big buckets, and then put it underneath the shipping container. There are some things that won't fit in buckets that are under there. So yeah. Kelly says they might be able to come help. Save the non-bloopers for a 30-minute video.
Thank you, Bob.
Still, monthly blooper would be hours of video, Sil says. Robert says, I have a helmet and trenching shovels. I will do the confined space rescue of the tools and firewood. We might let you.
You could come up and do that, and Sil could come up and work on the outhouse, and we'll feed you guys.
Well, actually, the last man that was here, he cooked for us.
He did. Wait, wasn't Eric the last?
Eric was the last man that was here. Yeah. Yep, we worked on the sawmill, and he made us dinner.
Hi, Janet.
Hi, Janet.
That is true. I forgot about that. I just remembered the meal you made. I totally forgot that he made us food.
Yep. So, let's see. We don't read any other questions.
Hot dogs on a stick is what I can cook. Corn dogs?
Hey!
I love corn dogs.
Quality of life is here.
Hi, Ty.
How you doing? You just had a video come out, I think, didn't you? I was gonna go watch it. I haven't. I think I saw it pop up. I have been terrible. So the last 3 weeks, I have not been watching YouTube videos. I have not been working other than feeding the fire.
And sometimes Kimmy.
Bringing in the firewood and stacking the firewood. But as far as just like, well, you guys know, videos have not gone out.
Well, honestly, we've been dealing with some personal issues.
Yeah. Some emotionally draining personal issues.
So, but those are being resolved, and we're doing okay.
Tiffany, I love corn dogs too,
especially with lots of mustard.
Yeah.
You know, the hardest thing that I'm finding for me, I've been doing a lot of reading because, you guys will notice it. We won't be able to necessarily answer people without service. Well, you've seen it tonight. Without service, I can't get on YouTube. I can't get on Facebook. And literally Facebook will tell me, okay, you're done. I have 10 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes, and then everything is like, you can't see anything.
It's the weirdest thing because my phone will get service all over the place and hers won't. It's like the difference.
I have to come stand just right next to the window, and I'm too lazy to stand and scroll, so I just read.
Must be in the air. I've been having a hard time watching videos. You're falling behind. Yeah, Ty said the same thing, and a couple of days ago his went out. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, the last 3 weeks, I just haven't really felt like doing much of anything. That cold that came through took it out of me. Like, it was exhausting. And I'll tell you, this is the best year yet because we're in here and we have a wood stove and we're actually really warm.
Actually, almost too warm at times. Yeah. And especially at night. It's been like crazy. It's been
I've been taking your guys' advice and stuffing the wood stove. I'm actually sleeping in the living room now. I moved the cot because it gets too hot right here. And so I stuffed the wood stove and it can go. We went what did we do the other day? 5.5 hours?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We were out and about. And we came back to Kohl's, and it was like 60 degrees in here, which is warm. We like it at 65.
The other day it came up to 80.
80, got up to 80. And that's when we opened the slider door and we just let it start heating the RV.
And every time I go upstairs, it's almost consistently 68 degrees.
Which is really nice.
Yeah, between 68 and 70 is what the thermometer up there says.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So, we had a friend today say that it's such a mild winter, and I kind of cracked up because the last winter was way easier than this winter.
Way easier than this one.
And this winter's been a little brutal, so.
Elvis has entered the chat. I like peanut butter and pickle. That's gross,
Are
Anna.
you pregnant?
I do. I'm with Ty with the peanut butter, banana, and honey.
Now that sounds good.
I like the peanut butter and honey, and then I like to take apples and dip it in it and eat it that way.
I want to know who out there of you have tried peanut butter and mayonnaise. Is it peanut butter and mayonnaise or is it banana and mayonnaise?
I don't know.
I've heard of somebody that has done something like that, and I was like, that to me just seems so weird.
No, that's terrible. Some parent lied to their child.
But if you guys have tried it and you think it's great, let me know. I'm just curious.
Haven't tried peanut butter and mayo, Ty said. Anna, if I'm pregnant, it's miraculous.
It's the second Jesus.
Little house in the big woods. Our winter has more snow the last 3 days, 7 more inches. That's how it was here. It was like every time it would snow, we'd get 8 inches of snow. And then single digits in the teens.
And down in the zeros.
Yeah.
And below.
Yeah, negatives.
Yeah.
Tomato and peanut butter and freezer raspberry jam. Janet says me.
Okay.
Me. Janet's had it.
Janet has it. Okay, Janet, tell us.
Tell us all about it.
What do you think about it? I love tomato and mayonnaise personally, especially homegrown tomato and mayonnaise. Oh, on sourdough bread, that's amazing. Okay, see, mine's not scrolling. I'm not kidding.
Kelly has tried it. It was her dad's favorite sandwich. He loved peanut butter and mayo. Okay, so if I do a peanut butter jelly sandwich, I do butter and then peanut butter and then the jelly on the other side of the bread, and then you put them together. You cannot put the butter on the jelly side because then it does not soak into the bread, and you don't get that kind of jelly crunchy part. It's really good that way.
Bacon and tomato with mayo on peppermint.
Syl says tomatoes are gross. I'm going to tell Jess at Roots and Refuge that you just said you want to fight her.
And she says that tomatoes from the grocery store are disappointment.
Exactly. Kelly, it's disgusting. I don't know why my dad ate it.
Wow.
That's funny. Well, my grandpa ate Spam every day. Every day for breakfast he had Spam and eggs.
Did he grow up in Hawaii?
No, but he was in the
thing.
Navy.
That was a big thing in
He was
Hawaii.
in the Navy.
That's why he loved it. Because
Well,
they don't have real ham.
Okay, so back in the day, you could service job. So he was in World War II. So he was actually in the Army, in the Navy, in the Marines, and that was it. He
Okay,
did
so
all
when
three.
people
he jumped
say-
from all three.
When people say, "Oh, what part were you in?" He just says all of them.
Yeah,
I was in all of them.
I did them all.
I did them all.
All.
Which was
Not
your
the
favorite?
Coast Guard.
Which was your favorite? Well, they have a new one now, the Space Guard
The
or
Space
something,
Guard.
which is crazy.
I have some cousins that might go do that one. They're all into robotics and stuff like that. One of my cousins, super duper smart, and I hadn't talked to him for a while. I hadn't been back in a long time in Illinois, and we're sitting there, and he's just so sweet. Mike, he comes and sits by me, and I start talking, and you can see his face kind of glaze over because he's a genius. He developed the robots that go underneath the cars at the Pentagon to find bombs, and he was 25 teaching at MIT. Like, he's super smart. And I was like, "Oh, honey, I'm so sorry you guys." I don't even know. Like, I could turn my computer on.
That is funny.
For the longest time, if something went wrong with it, I would just unplug it from the wall.
Until you got scolded by your son.
Yeah, then I got in trouble from Victor. Anna said, I've only had spam once. It's weird.
Yeah. So, here's another question for y'all. How many of you have had spam made out of other meat, like deer or goat or elk? Because we want to make that, and we're curious.
Well, we want to do spam. We want to do summer sausage out of the goat.
Hot dogs.
What, hot dogs? We're going to make some of those.
Goat dogs. Doesn't that sound delicious? I'm so excited.
And I just can't hide it.
Goat dogs. Yes. And a little side of something else disgusting. No,
oh, then for you, that would be sweet potato fries.
Goat dogs and sweet potato fries.
Oh, that's hilarious. KJ Hastings said spam was big in Guam too. Restaurants would serve it. Yeah, goat dogs. That would be the greatest of all time dogs. That's what we're gonna call them.
Speaking of goats, okay, change the subject again. Okay, so the goats have been getting out all the time, and so of course they were on the job site today.
Yeah.
And they're literally like toddlers.
Hi, Bradley.
I am like, they're getting into the grain, they're getting into this. We're trying to get wood out of the back of the truck. They're getting into the back of the truck, and you're just
they're trying, but tried, and he jumped, hit mid-stomach, his hind end went under, he went down, he tried to act cool. It was hilarious. It was hilarious.
And his sister
just popped right up there.
And she's like, look, bud.
Nanner.
Outdone by a girl.
It was funny. Hilarious is my drinking word if you're drinking to our... So then they ate all the ducks.
Hi, Bradley.
The ducks grain. And so I made the ducks some oats with some bacon grease. And then I had to go out there and stand while they ate it. Did you record it? Kelly asked.
Yes.
Did we record it?
It was recording.
Oh, good.
But I don't know how much you'll see because it was on like a time lapse and it was kind of far away. So
Robin Key, who are you new or you just have never talked to us before? Are you? Because your name doesn't look familiar to me. But welcome, Robin. She said we have some cans put back if things go south. My husband likes it. I can eat it if I have to, but it's not my favorite. We are collecting summer sausage. I've actually collected a bunch of summer sausage, but the ones that I bought, the stuff that I bought, I don't like. I cut it open one day and I just don't like it, so I'm like, bleh. I like spam.
I love
one
summer
of my
sausage.
faves. Yeah, I love summer sausage.
Bob says guys always try to act like it's no big deal when they fall down.
He did. He totally did. He was like, "Oh, did anybody see that?" She has talked before, not much. Oh, okay, Tiffany.
Never talked to you.
Oh, okay. Robin says she never talked to you.
Well, we're glad
this
you're talking to us now.
This is why you need a camera on you 24/7. We say that a lot,
all the time. Especially
we would have to hire somebody else to edit.
Especially in the truck. We get some pretty fun animated conversations going on.
So we go either way. They're either hilarious, which is my word today, or they're super serious and we solve all the world's problems.
And by we, she means her while I do this.
You guys, I am totally a verbal processor, and we've been going through this thing that I've been verbally processing for 3 weeks, and I'm like, Kim, I'm sure you're tired of my voice. And she's just like, looks at me. No, why would you say that?
GoPro, yes.
We'll get that on this summer.
Okay, we need to just get a halter, a goat halter,
Mm-hmm.
because then we can attach the GoPro to it.
No name. I got a chat request. What do you need? What do you mean? What do we need? I need a winning lottery ticket. I have to say the next thing that we're going into that's a big ticket thing is we have more spray foam that we have to do, and we're doing the electric. So Heather, who starts talking before coffee, Kimmy or you? Here's the deal with that. We'll get back to you, Mr. No Name.
I posted something on Facebook about it the other day.
Right.
It was hysterical.
Here's the thing. I wake up between 3 and 4:30 every day. Automatically, that's when I wake up. Sometimes I always wake up at 3, and then sometimes I go back to sleep till 4:30. A lot of times I just get up and stay up. So I've been up for 4 hours before Kim usually gets up. 3.5 to 4 hours. She wakes up in the wintertime. In the summertime, we're both up at 4:30.
I wake up between 6 and 7, but I don't come really downstairs until 7.
So I've been down here feeding the fire, researching things, looking things up, Pinteresting, reading something. I've got like all this thing going on. It's like, woo. And then she walks down and I'm like, oh, guess what I learned?
And I'm like this. Where's the water?
And I'm like, it's hot, it's good, it's ready for you.
Here, I have it ready.
And then I'm like this. Are you done? Are you done?
Did you have your first sip
You
yet?
done yet? Can
Did
I
you
talk
have
yet?
it?
I
Did
got
you have your
something.
first sip?
There's something I want to tell you. I'm dying here.
She actually said to me one day, she's like, so blah, 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 blah. And I said, hold on. I have not had my coffee. I'm not going to know what you just said. My brain does not comprehend until coffee goes in. And it's been proven because she said, we talked about this morning. And I said,
I don't listen to you.
Had I had more than a half a cup or less than a half a cup of coffee, then no, of course I didn't imitate it.
Yes.
Hi, the
Don't
salty
really care
monkey.
to talk. Tiffany doesn't care to talk before coffee either. Hi, salty monkey.
So my daughter and I are just like that. So in the mornings, we'll both get up. We both are not talkers in the morning. We get up, we nod, and literally that's all we do. We nod.
Still said, talking before noon is not allowed. I would die. I would absolutely explode, eternally explode. I would not be able to
She
handle
would die. My daughter and I, we just kind of nodded at each other when we
No
went
Name
together.
said they're all blurry. We do have I feel like there's like a disco light going on here with our
Hi,
other
Bernard.
lights. Help.
It's a little chilly here, but it's not too bad.
Hi, Bernard.
But I've learned to listen to Heather in the morning because in the past I was like not until after I head to work and then I'm okay. But
Here's the thing, guys. I may get some haters for this. I'm not a person that needs coffee. I will get up, I drink it for the creamer. If I'm out of creamer, I don't drink it.
Yep.
I did not have my first cup of coffee until I was 38 years old, and that's because Kira's mom forced me to. Like, literally would not quit harassing me until I had this fancy
caramel macchiato.
It was like a Snickers bar one. Like, it was like crazy.
Snickerdoodle or-
Yeah. So, and of course I like sugar. So I'm like, wow, this is really good. Yeah.
Yeah, and mine became a necessity when I joined the Army. So.
Kelly said, I have to go. It sounds like Scarlett got loose and she's running all over the neighborhood. Good luck, Kelly.
No, good luck.
I hope take a piece of Spam out there. Colleen said, I'm grumpy in the morning. Virgil knows not to have a conversation, just a good morning kiss. Well, he's a sweet man.
He's a keeper.
No, my whole family is coffee drinkers, and
Not a selfie.
they legitimately like hated me because even as a kid, I would hit the floor running. But I wear down after like 4 o'clock. I'm like, I don't want to do anything anymore.
She really does. So like 5 o'clock, she's like, and I'm the one that wants to chat, and she's like,
I can't. My eyes won't focus.
she goes and lays down at like 6 sometimes, and then Kelly will call at like 6:30, and she's like, Usually our phones are off after 6:30 because she's in bed.
I'm like, no, I cannot hold a conversation. I can't focus. It's
So
like
that's
all
my
those
catch-up
things.
reading time.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm on a new daily Bible thing, and I'm like at day 18 or something now, and it's what, January the 9th?
Yeah, and you're only supposed to be on the 9th. She's going to be way ahead.
I'm on the 18th now.
So funny. Heather, up at 4 a.m., asleep by 6 p.m. That's real. Unless it's summer. Are the hours of the sun. So if the sun is out.
Big fat lie. The sun doesn't come out till 7. My hours are the hours of the sun.
But in the wintertime, I do get up early. But when the sun goes down, I go down early. We got a text over there on that phone.
So yeah, so that's how I am. Like during the summer, I'm up early and I go to bed early. But during the winter,
no. No name said the last moonshine might be messed up. I can't help you there, sir. I quit drinking 7 years ago.
No name also says I need to clean my glasses. Maybe
that's a real thing.
Rena, hi Rena.
Rena, I agree. So I actually have driving glasses. I don't really need them that much. But I do need my reading glasses. Like that's the big, and they made some to just kind of clear things up really far away, but I have good vision.
The people on the road are reassured that you don't really need them, and if you don't wear them, it's not a big
But
deal.
it was mainly for the bifocal, for the reading glasses. But then my physical therapist said they should get rid of them. Do not use them because the way you look does something to your neck, which affects your shoulders with the bifocals. So she's like, just get us some throwaway readers and use those. She's like, you don't need the rest. Most boyfriends train to other things. Hey, Carrie made it. Carrie at Sunfire Woods Off Grid. She is who loaned us her log splitter.
How's Kimmy's eye? She was there when it happened.
Oh, wait, Carrie texted us. That's who texted us.
You faded before the fireworks started, before the July.
Sure, didn't she?
Well, because it's summer.
Yeah, summer's hard.
And summer, man, up early, working hard. You're exhausted by the end of the night.
The Salty Monkey, if you have a scooters, where do you live? Then try a black coffee. It may just change your mind. Scooters is amazing. We don't have a scooters.
Well, now we're really sad that there's no scooters.
The Salty Monkey said, is it the Bible app Bible Studies?
It's not. It's actually right here.
So the church is they pulled these out, and we're pretty excited about it. Where are R&D tonight? I don't know, Robert, but he told us to tell you hi today. KJ says, bifocals are awful. I have progressive lenses. Those are okay.
This is it.
But you have to train yourself to move here and not your head. Yeah, exactly. Oh, like Starbucks. Move your eyes. Oh, I gotcha.
I just showed them.
I know. I'm seeing it on here now. We're a little delayed. See, that's when I was telling you, when Bob says we're late, we're not really late. It's delayed just a tiny bit. Scooters is a drive-through coffee place. Huh. Oh, yeah, they caught her. It was the fastest we ever caught her. Did you hear me? I said take some Spam.
Oh, now it's happening.
You know, so I actually used to drink Death Wish coffee, and I can only drink one coffee regardless for the day. Otherwise, I get acid reflux real bad. So I only drink one. Cora Phelps made it. Good evening. And I used to just get the Death Wish coffee, and I would drink 1 pound of coffee per month.
Until Kimmy showed up.
And I was like, this is $15 for the 1 pound, and this is all I'm going to drink. And I figured it out to where you could just do not a full scoop, and then you could do the French press, and it would last an entire month for me.
That being said, though, she drinks a lot of tea, and I don't touch it.
I drink a lot of tea. Yeah, that's what I drink, and tea has a lot of caffeine in it.
It makes up for it.
That's funny. So I think the next thing that we're working on, so the next video that you guys will see is Well, it's either the floor in the living room or the firewood we just did today. We actually worked on the floor a few weeks ago, but we haven't finished it. So we've got to finish it. So we'll probably finish it in the next couple of days. It's good weather. Tomorrow's supposed to be beautiful. Today was almost 40. Tomorrow's supposed to be the same. We've got to get the rest of this firewood done and finish cutting up. We processed a few goats. We've got to get those out. Finish processing them.
This is how beautiful we are. It is so blurry.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's blurry.
Mine's not that way.
It's me. It's me. It's always me. That's what I've heard from every guy growing up. It's not you, it's me.
It's not me, it's you.
It's you.
Let's see. No Name said something about asked how much Starbucks coffee was. I do not know. I do not buy coffee from them.
No.
If we go out, we support the smaller coffee things, chains. They're not even chains. They're like
local.
Up here, you have these little shacks on the corner, and they're drive-through coffee places, and that's who we support.
But even so, like I prefer home brew than that fancy stuff. I'm gonna have to put that on my phone where it automatically, when I hold it up, it goes
like it's taking pictures and you can just make faces. What's the new thing right now? Like the tongue sticking out of your mouth? I don't get that. I'm officially old. I don't get those things at all.
Carrie says Java Bear. I haven't tried that. We go to Jitters usually.
We go to Jitters. We've gone to Java Bear. Yeah, that's what that one is over there. Vicky has the scooters, but we have a family-owned shop also, which is way better.
Because we can farm dating app.
Wait, what?
Bob. She's getting fired because we can.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Coffee hot with milk is what Bob has.
Coffee, yes. Hot, yes. With milk, kind of half and half, and a little sugar.
Y'all are making me hungry, and I want coffee.
We always talk about food.
We always talk about food. You'd think this was a food channel. Well, so the next thing that we're working on, like I said, we've got the video for the firewood that we just did and the floor. We're going to finish up the floor. And then we're getting back to some framing because we're going to frame out the bathroom. And then we're starting electrical.
And we'll put up some support frame.
Yep, we got to do our blocking in here.
Yep.
So we've got to finish that up. And then we're pulling electric and our water lines. So.
And I'm super excited once we get the framing up back in the back room and the bathroom area, then I'll be able to move in there and you can go up to your tree house.
Well, but then you'll have to feed the fire.
That's okay.
She'll have to get, okay, I'm a little controlling.
No.
I have the firewood. I don't right now. It's driving me a little bit nuts. But normally I have like all the rounds and then all the fir big ones and then the fir small ones and then the pine on the end. Because when you just have the holes in there, you can stick some pine on and it'll flare up real quick.
I was thinking of a song.
She asked me if she could help me the other day. I was like, no, it's fine. I'm good.
You know what? We found also that you just kind of style, you just kind of fall into natural things that ends up being your responsibility. And it's not even we say, Heather do these chores, I do these chores, but it kind of happens.
Yeah. Anna said, Heather, controlling? That doesn't sound right. And Bob said, Heather isn't controlling, she's in control. Bob's my favorite.
Hot, fresh blueberry muffins. Yes, sign me up.
Send them here.
Banana bread. I'll take that.
Bob said half and half is what, Kimmy? Half milk and half cream?
It is.
Yep, it is. That's exactly what it is.
It is. In fact, when I've run out of half and half, I've used whipping cream and milk and made my own. So funny.
Costco muffins. It's like, hey, 12 Stones Ranch made it.
What? Welcome.
Homemade chocolate chip cookies. Okay, I tried to make chocolate. We cook exclusively on top of the wood stove now. So the fireplace. And so I tried making chocolate chip cookies in on top of there. Usually like our pizza and stuff, we'll just throw it on. But the one thing that's really hard, like if we want to do steak or whatever in the cast iron, you have to get it really hot. So you're like sweating. You're like, it's really hot. So I took these little cookie sheets and I just filled it all full of the cookie thingies and then put it on there, the dough, the homemade dough, and then put it on there and then wrapped it all up and done it. And it wasn't bad.
With foil.
With foil. It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
But it wasn't the best.
But it wasn't the same. We're doing the same thing with pizza. We make our own like pizzas, but then we take like the what is that called?
Dutch oven.
Dutch oven, and either flip it upside down over the pizza, or you put the pizza in it, and put the lid on it, and it works pretty good. It tastes pretty good, but I miss that like brown on the top.
Right.
So
yeah, that's
the cheese melts, and the
right.
pepperoni melts, but it doesn't get that crispiness.
No. They do have that Vermont wood stove that actually has a pizza oven in it. It has a pizza shelf that you can slip your pizza in, and it is supposed to cook it better that way. Yeah. So we're learning that. But we basically cook everything on top of it, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Next year, I don't know. Next year, we've got to have a covered area for the grill or something so that we can get out there and do stuff on the grill. We'll have a real kitchen in here by next year, so maybe that won't be as big of a deal. We are debating on this, our beautiful stove, keeping it in here or not. Tell me what you guys think. You think we should keep our big stove in here or not? And here's our thought process on this. All of our canning will be done outside. So we'll do food prep in here and fill. We'll set up outdoor kitchen and burner so that that'll all be outside. So we're not steaming this up in here.
Ooh, it's warm.
Yeah. And here's the hot flash fan.
Yeah, thank you.
John Rivera said, I'm a 72-year-old grandpa who loves to bake for family and friends. I love it.
Aww, that's cute.
So any real cooking that will be done in here, I have some of those, what is that called? It's where you have the burner and you set the specific pan on it and it heats up immediately. I have a couple of those, and I have the whole pan set on that.
Is that like a convection?
It's
burner?
not it's not convection.
Hmm.
I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, we're thinking about just doing solid, no cook stove, no stove in here whatsoever, no oven in here whatsoever. Because we grill everything, and we don't really, especially when we go back on keto, we won't be doing a lot of baking. Everything that we can do is on the grill. And Anna says it's convection too. Okay. Robert said, wind blowing Kimmy's hair for the pictures now. Induction, thank you.
Induction.
It's induction. Miss Sam.
You're the winner. Winner.
So, can't you put your green egg on the back porch? Yes. So, I'm going to have a full outside kitchen. When we put in the barn dominium, the back patio will be just a big entertainment area and outdoor kitchen. And so anybody that's staying in here that's visiting us at that point, they'll be coming to the house anyway to eat. So I really wouldn't want to put a microwave in here. We don't really use a microwave except for popcorn. Yeah. It's pretty much the only thing we use the microwave for is for popcorn. Vicky says the induction cooktop can be 1 burner or 2. Well, I have one that you just plug in, like it's just a plug-in one, and you set it on your. It was for traveling. I bought the whole set for traveling, so that whenever I got into a hotel room or something, I could cook very easily, and it heats up really fast. So the green egg and those smokers that look like a pig.
My phone heats.
So I have I'll have all of that outside. And like I said, during the summertime, we cook outside. Everything is cooked outside. I do breakfast pizzas. I do all of those things outside. Cold smoker tubes. I bought one to smoke the bacon. You got Carrie, was it a deal?
That's really amazing.
I just bought a propane pizza oven and propane fired 3-foot skillet. Nice, Bob.
Yeah.
So my thing is this is a really big stove for those of you that you haven't seen it. It's a really big stove. It's got a bunch of burners on it. It would be great in the bigger house, I think.
It's amazing.
It's a really nice. It's got convection oven in the bottom, and then a side warming thing on the other side.
Now the question is, can we get it out of it?
Right.
It might just live here.
It just might just live here. We would have to kind of move it, and it would sit in our way for a while if we pulled it out. So there's that. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Oh wow, she says I think it was around $12.
Nice.
I did see that Dutch bought another piece of property. I'm so excited for them.
I'm so happy for them.
Yeah.
They really are truly amazing people.
They really are.
They're great people.
KJ says the stove is oversized, so I vote for moving it.
That's one vote. Move the camera to see the stove, but might drop the live.
Well,
we'll show you the stove
it's
another
kind
day.
of a mess. We have a whole bunch of stuff on top of it right now.
It is literally our kitchen counter
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. Move the camera to see the stove. Oh, I already read that. Colleen, the outdoor kitchen is number 1 on the list of things they want to finish this summer with a wood pizza oven. I want a wood pizza oven.
That doesn't surprise me, Colleen, because you guys are
Yeah.
quite the cooks.
Yeah. And they've got a bunch of logs to mill, so we're going to be taking the mill over to their house this spring. Can you send me a picture of it, Carrie? So, all right, real quick, does anybody got any more questions? Any more things that they want to know?
Yeah, we're right at an hour.
We're right at an hour now. There is a possibility that, and don't throw hate, don't throw shade at me, that we might start doing lives only twice a month instead of every week. Definitely in the summertime because we're so busy, and when we stop to do a live, we just stop working completely. So what? Not the members live. The members lives will stay.
Will you do weddings at the edge of the world? For security purposes, probably not.
Depends upon who it is that's getting married. Hi, Heather. Glad you made it.
Hi, Grandma.
And Heather's grandma. Did we get grandma's name?
Heather May and yes, Joyce.
Joyce. That's right.
Grandma Joyce.
That's right.
I remembered it because it's my mom's
Exactly.
name.
That's right. That's right.
You guys are a
All
chatty
right,
bunch.
you guys. No questions? Because it is 30 minutes past my bedtime. Hi, Chloe.
KJ's like, I would miss it every week, but you have to do you.
We will definitely continue doing it through the winter just because we have the time. We're not working super hard. But in the summertime, I think we're going to have to. And I know that they said something about, I'm going to have to go through and start canceling, deleting the old lives, because they said it actually does affect your channel. So,
and once I get my my channel up to monetization, once I've got my 4,000 watch hours and 1,000, then I can get on and we can start
Exactly.
doing some lives on my channel.
Right.
as well. But right now, I can't without a computer and without service. So.
I think we are going to try to get a Wi-Fi booster because apparently there are some in this area, and maybe a booster will help. We could just have it on when we run the day. It's past my bedtime. Did it just time us out?
No. Salty monkey, what?
What? I'm so confused right now.
Yes, she said, hi. My dog started anger fighting, so I have to change the way I feed them, I think.
Kim and I had to do that because we anger fight when we eat too. I have to feed mine separately because they both will fight over food. So one gets on one end of the house, the other one gets on the other end of the house, and we're kind of in the in-between. And it's really funny. Vicky, those would be at the same time. When one's done, he goes and lays, and Chloe will get done and she'll go lay. Justin will wait for Chloe to eat, staring at her, and then she gets done and he runs and guards his food and then finally eats.
And he growls at her. He's like, rah!
Yeah.
And she's like, I just finished mine. Just leave me alone.
But I think we're going to take off, and I'm probably going to go lay down. Take some leave and go lay down. We did an entire truckload of logs that was, well, Randy cut them. Kim and I moved them, loaded them into the truck.
Wait, first we shoveled them out.
We shoveled it. Well, yeah, you and
they
Randy.
had snow.
You and Randy shoveled the 2 feet of snow off of them, and then I loaded them into the truck. You got them away from the cutting area. I loaded them in the truck. We then unloaded them, cut them, loaded the truck back up, and backed the truck up here. Tomorrow morning we're gonna stack them.
Good times, good times. So we're feeling it.
We're feeling it, especially since we've just been lazy for the last 3 weeks with zero physical activity. So, we will see you guys later.
We love you guys.
Hope you enjoyed the last video. It's a little different than what we normally do, but we do think it's a very important topic. I think the biggest thing that we've seen in the comments is that some people think that some people deserve to be bullied. We do not. We do not stand by that. I don't care for whatever reason. It's just not okay. You don't like somebody, just click off their channel, except for us, because we're hilarious. There's the end of your drinking game.
Thank you guys for all of your support and all of the nice comments. We appreciate it.
We're very lucky. We have really great subscribers.
We're very blessed.
It's pretty rare that someone does a drive-by. See you guys later.
Good night.
Good night.